The power of quiet. Thriving as an introvert in an extroverted world. Imagine walking into a crowded room, conversations buzzing all around like a fast-moving current. For many, this is energizing, a space to share ideas, meet new people, and soak in the excitement of a lively atmosphere. But for an introvert, it feels different. The noise, the bright lights, the rapid pace, it can all be overwhelming, like being thrown into a game you never signed up to play. In a world that seems to favor constant interaction, boldness, and charisma, being an introvert can feel like swimming against the tide. In a society that often glorifies extroversion, where the loudest voices get the most attention, introverts can feel out of sync. It's not that introverts don't enjoy being around people, they do. But socializing often drains their energy rather than recharges it. Introverts thrive in quiet moments, deep conversations, and spaces where reflection and thoughtful consideration are valued. However, in a world that praises quick responses and endless small talk, introverts can often feel overlooked, misunderstood, or even judged. 1. The pressure to fit in. For introverts, the pressure to conform to society's extroverted ideals can be exhausting. From a young age, many introverts are urged to come out of their shell, to be more social, more outgoing, more everything. The quiet confidence that introverts often carry is mistaken for shyness or disinterest, and there's a constant push to be someone else. Someone louder, more talkative, more extroverted. In the workplace, extroverts often dominate discussions, meetings, and networking events. It can feel like success belongs to those who speak the most and the fastest, while introverts, who prefer to digest information and contribute thoughtfully, are left unseen. Introverts have plenty to say, but they prefer to speak when they've had time to fully consider their words. Yet, in a fast-paced world dominated by quick thinkers, introverts often struggle to meet these social expectations. The second, the strength in quiet. What often goes unnoticed is the immense strength introverts carry within. They have a remarkable ability to create calm in the midst of chaos. While everyone else is talking over each other, trying to be heard, introverts listen deeply, truly absorbing what's being said. They observe, they reflect, and when they do choose to speak, their words carry weight. Introverts may not be the loudest in the room, but when they speak, people listen. There's power in silence, in the pause between words, and introverts understand this better than most. Number 3, depth in relationships. Introverts also excel in forming deep connections. While the world may encourage small talk, introverts crave depth. They're not interested in talking just for the sake of talking. They seek meaningful conversations. This makes introverts incredible friends and partners. They listen with genuine heart and respond with empathy. They don't just hear what's being said. They understand what's beneath the words. In relationships, introverts bring a calm that makes others feel truly heard and understood. They may not seek out large groups or be thrilled about attending parties, but in one-on-one conversations, introverts create deep, lasting connections that go beyond the surface. They find joy in meaningful dialogue, where vulnerability and authenticity are valued, and where they can connect with others on a deeper level. Number 4, the exhaustion of social expectations. One of the biggest challenges for introverts in a society that prioritizes extroversion is the constant pressure to always be on. Whether at work, in social settings, or even in personal life, there's an unspoken expectation to always be friendly and outgoing. For introverts, this can be incredibly draining. They may feel the need to step back from the crowd, not because they don't enjoy the company, but because they need time to recharge. Socializing takes energy, and for introverts, that energy is finite. But in a world that often misunderstands the need for solitude, introverts can feel guilty for wanting to retreat. They're told to keep pushing, but this constant pressure can lead to burnout. What society often fails to realize is that introverts are at their best after they've had time to rest, reflect, and recharge. This isn't a weakness, it's how they regain their strength. Number 5, misconceptions about introversion. There are many misconceptions surrounding introverts. People often assume that introverts don't like others or that they're antisocial, but that's far from the truth. Introverts deeply value others. They just connect in different ways. They may not thrive in large groups, but in smaller, more intimate settings, they shine. Introverts aren't shy or incapable of socializing. They simply prioritize quality over quantity. Another misconception is that introverts can't be leaders. Yet history shows that some of the greatest leaders were introverts. Think of figures like Abraham Lincoln or Mahatma Gandhi. Both were introverts who used their quiet strength to lead with wisdom and empathy. Introverts have a natural ability to lead with integrity, to listen before making decisions, and to consider the needs of others. They may not lead in the flashy ways extroverts do, but their leadership is just as powerful, if not more so. Number 6, embracing introversion. Being an introvert in a world dominated by extroverts can be challenging, but it's also an opportunity. It's a chance to redefine what strength looks like, to show the world that there is power in reflection, empathy, and listening. Introverts may not always fit into the mold society has created, but they possess unique strengths the world desperately needs. It's time to stop seeing introversion as something to fix and start celebrating the quiet strength introverts bring. In a society that often values noise over substance, introverts remind us of the importance of silence, deep thought, and meaningful connection. They show us that true strength isn't always about being the loudest or the most outgoing. It's about being authentic, present, and empathetic. So if you're an introvert living in a world that seems to prioritize extroverts, remember this. Your quiet strength is your advantage. You don't have to change who you are to fit in. The world needs listeners, thinkers, and observers. People who bring depth and understanding to every interaction. Embrace your introversion because it's not a limitation. It's your gift to the world. Thanks for watching.